We pray for better days.
What is the ultimate system that anybody can use in any market to create money? This is the holy grail of investing and trading. If such a system existed, it would mean that anybody could use a set of rules or parameters, apply them to any market, use them to create profit with time, and we'd all be rich. That would be amazing, right? The trouble is, with any market, for every winner, there has to be a loser. So if there was such a system, eventually when everybody would start to use it, eventually the markets would account for this and it would stop generating profit. So there is no such thing. It's not possible. It doesn't make sense that it can be. I was reading a really interesting book recently. Well, I still am reading it. I'm about a quarter of the way through it. Trade Your Way to Financial Freedom by Van Tharp. Really super interesting. He was talking about in one part where he interviewed 50 different traders who were all successful to see if he could draw comparisons between each separate system that they use. He found that every single one of those 50 traders used a different system. Every single one used a different system. They all traded the same market. They all traded stocks. They all used different systems. They were all very successful. The one thing they all had in common was they had a solid plan that they stuck to. All right? There is no single plan that can explain every single behavior in every market. To do that, you need to know what's going on inside every single person who participates in that market's head at any one time, because that's what determines whether price goes up or down. It's psychology, it's buying and selling. You physically can't do that. Therefore, you need to have a rigid plan to allow you to enter a trade, know when it's failing and get out, know when to take profit, and also not risk too much at the same time. If you get these things right, this is almost, this is the main thing. Strategy is secondary to that. It's just having a plan and having a good psychological mindset that will allow you to generate profits over a long period of time. Your system is secondary. I see too many people spending ages learning about how, support and resistance indicators, lagging indicators and oscillators and things of that nature work. Yes, they're good. Yes, you can use them to structure your trades, but apart from that, they're not really that, they're little more than a sort of advantage or an edge over other people. It'll never ever give you a guarantee that anything is going to work out, and that's why your plan has to be so rigid and structured, and psychologically you have to be able to deal with wins and losses. Lots of the best traders in options markets win 40% of the time, but when they win big, and that means that their accounts are balanced out. They don't risk too much in any one trade because they know that nothing is for certain. So I hope everybody found that useful. That's really good insight. And when I started to adopt a rigid plan to my trading and started to rely less on indicators and chart annotations, then I became a lot better overnight. So I'm just hoping to get that message out there to everybody. Don't go onto YouTube and Facebook and fall victim to rubbish advertisements for oscillators and things of that nature that claim to allow you to get 100% strike rate and make lots of money. Complete rubbish. It doesn't exist. So I'm just letting everybody know that from experience and from what I've read, this is the best way. You have to find a system that works for you. To do that, you have to practice. After that, it's just being very rigid in your plans and objectives and goals. I hope everybody liked that video. Lovely to see everybody again. Good luck and good trading.